Bang! Possibilities just fired. Hey, if you've got a heartbeat, you belong here. Hey team, John here, race director, event coordinator, and dream builder at CJM'S events. And this is See You on the Start Line podcast. If you've got two shoes and a pulse, you're already part of the movement. Let's rip into it. We've got today's Selwyn Marathon Review, Canterbury Duathlon Race 2 this Sunday, Bridge to Bridge Ultra 100k of legend status, 60k of legend status next Saturday, getting carried away there. Bridge to Bridge mountain bike, the gravel gladiators. Saddle up everybody, be ready for a good one. The Spa World South Island Half Marathon, record numbers are truly in sight here. Avon City Ford Muddy Good Run, fundraisers, all schools, listen up. We've got merch, insurance and more. So let's buckle in and let's head forward to what we've got today. So fresh to fiery day. We had frost at the gun and the sun was up by 10k. The 10k men, we had a 4-man drag rally. It was a great race and a photo finish. Ollie Palmer stormed the finish line and he had a 3-way sprint right behind him. It was 5 seconds back, so we had second for second. It was a bit like a track meet. We had people dipping at the photos for the photo finish. There were lunges. It was all go. In the women's race, Lily Ainsley, she owned the women's race by winning by over 1 minute. So it was a completely different story to the 4-way sprint that we had in the men's 10k. In the half marathon, Noah Fenwick dropped the hammer down really well and he never looked back. Maggie Forsyth backed up from the South Island Ultra Marathons 54k 3 weeks ago, and she hit the finishing chute alone and showed a clean pair of heels. There was no doubt that she was in a class of her own as she spread out from the field. We had in the marathon, we had young 20-year-old Theo Nicholson. Only 20, and he won the marathon, in his first marathon. Crossed the line, collapsed on the ground, but he was still full. He could have carried on going, I believe. And Natalie DeVito, she nabbed her first marathon victory. She just did it in style and with a grin, and that as she took the medal away. So it was great to see the 10k and the women's. It was a great race, although we had Lily, who dominated that by more than a minute, and Ollie Palmer really controlled the race as it looked as he came into Mazur Drive. He just sort of kicked away and just held enough from the fast sprinting runners behind him. In the half marathon, Noah literally dominated. He had a good lead through the into the finish. Same with Maggie. Lots of runners around them all the time, which gave them the inspiration. And Theo and Natalie just ground down that marathon to do some fantastic times. There were 800 athletes taking part. Excuse me. The marathon is really growing. It's really like the Selwyn district. It is growing, so you can nearly say that it's got the Selwyn effect with it. So make sure you don't miss it next year. Tattoo it on the fridge that 31st of May, it's King's birthday weekend. It will be on the Sunday again. And make sure you keep an eye out for selwynmarathon.co.nz. We'll let you know when entries open for this, but make sure you get it there. And if you're still after some photos or memorabilia t-shirt, jump into GeoSnap Shot, or just go to the website actually of selwynmarathon.co.nz, click on photos, and you can see all the photos that are there. You can purchase those and get those images out, put them online and show how proud you are of what you've done. You can grab a t-shirt store. We've got a number of t-shirts available at $44.95 for you there, and you can even watch the video there as well to see exactly how it's sort of gone. While this is only a 60-second one, there will hopefully be more to come shortly with a bit longer, get that all put together for you. So that was a fantastic weekend, King's birthday weekend. We're packed out of there now, and then we're all ready set to go tomorrow with a lot of gear, rolling out to the Canterbury Duathlon Race 2. Now this is going to be a bit of a throwback to what Race 1 was. and we're expecting in the race this weekend around about 150 to 160 competitors. Entries are still open at canterburyduathlon.co.nz, so why not jump into that and see if we can get some pretty quick times and splits. We will have, I'm sorry to say, a bit of roadworks on Dunn's Crossing Road again, but just keep an eye out for that. Riders clearly don't obey the 30 kilometres speed signs there through those roadworks. The speed that they were coming through there the other day was just phenomenal, and there was a few bumps in the middle of it. The roadies were really handling those bumps like mountain bikes or gravel bikes throughout that little bit of roadworks that was there. But this is going to be fast, it's going to be good, and it'll be another great one. And for children as well, it's great seeing the young ones out there from 7 years upward having a crack, and we've got runners and competitors out there in their late 70s, even a couple of in their early 80s we've had at previous events. So why not give it a crack if you think you've still got some legs, have a bit of a run, bike and run again, or you can actually do the short course, which you can have the odd walk as well when you're there. So that is this Sunday at Brookside Park at Rolleston. If you haven't entered yet, go to canterburyduathlon.co.nz and jump right into it. It's one that you'll really thank yourself for. Then the following weekend, we've got a double header coming up. Yep, bang, bang. We've got Bridge to Bridge Ultra Marathon on the Saturday and Bridge to Bridge mountain bike race on the Sunday. We created the Ultra because we had the course all set up and thought, well, hey, this is a fantastic run as well as a bike race. So we've got the Ultra on the Saturday. So it's one that's perfect, be the family legend, not the family spectator. Get out there and jump into it. Go to Bridge to Bridge Ultra, bridgetobridgeultra.co.nz. Entries close this Sunday at midnight, and you can register for the 60k Ultra, the 30k, 15k or 5k. It runs along the shingle roads beside the river. It's just, the surfaces just change all the time. You got all these different surfaces from the roads where it changes. Sometimes it's it might get a wee bit sandy, sometimes it might get a little bit rocky, sometimes it might get a little bit of water as well, depending on what the rain has been like. The last couple of years we've had a couple of streams to go through just after about 6k, and 2 years ago we had to break the ice, or Tom actually broke the ice just before I got to it. He ran through it and I was just behind. I made the promise that I'd break the ice for everybody, but he had to run through ran through the stream, cracking the ice at that stage. Last year he just went straight on through. There was no ice to crack, but you're going to get a mixture of shingle roads and all sorts throughout the run, and then you get some stop bank running and even single track as well, and then the nice sprint finish of about 250 to 300 metres on Raven Key in Kaipo. So make sure you go to bridgetobridgeultra.co.nz and enter for the run. The 60k is the Ultra, then we've got the 30k, 15 and 5k. Then on Sunday the 15th, we've got Bridge to Bridge mountain bike race. Now this race is the same course as what the Ultra runners will be doing the day before, but it suits an array of bikes. People say, oh, what bike should I ride? The gravel bikes are all quicker than what my mountain bike is, but a gravel bike has never won this race. So that we'll put that out there to see what happens this time. Hardtail generally totally dominate the event, but gravel bike, it's perfect for that first 40k is great for gravel bikes. Then it goes into a bit of stop bank and single track. We are going to change something slightly this year, where we would drop off at Taylor's Road into the trees on the single track. We're going to flick you across to by the river and down the track down by the river as well. Still single track stuff, but it makes it a lot safer for everybody with cars that could be moving about at Waimakariri Park, and it just keeps you on the right hand side, nice close to the river, and a lot easier to control, but it's still going to be fantastic. And from the bridges, you're on the single track going down through the trees, then up onto the stop bank and off onto Kaipo with a great sprint finish. So the 60k is a great challenge, great ride. It's about 1:44 is the record time for the 60ks there. The 30ks And we have the 15k. The 15k is there. It also suits children. We have the 15k starts at 9:45, which we started that 15 minutes earlier. It just gives the young ones, like the 7 and 8 year olds, that chance to get to the finish line before they get swamped by the 30k riders or even the 60k riders coming in for big sprint finishes. We allow support riders. They need to be registered. Yes, there is a nominal entry fee for the support riders. They can ride with the children and support them along the ride as well. So it's something you want to get into, and it's a great encouragement for the young ones to do that, and we try to make it as safe as they can. And to enter there, you just go to bridgetobridge.co.nz, register yourself, and then later on, let's have a look at what Strava kudos you got, see what it all waits for you. Okay, so it is really, really a cool race and a good one to be part of. Then we move to the Spa World South Island Half Marathon. We go to the Duathlon Race 3, but then we go to the Spa World South Island Half Marathon. Now this is, I'm going down there tomorrow. It is a laser flat lakeside course. It was naturally all man-made, so of course it has to be laser flat. It is a personal best factory. People come away from there with PBs. It has been measured, so it is accurate on the half marathon. It is truly 21.1k or 21.975. The distance, it is awesome. So we have the Spa World recovery zone we will be having, where you'll be able to hopefully have a bit of a plunge in a spa pool at the end, maybe sip something and have a selfie of yourself in a spa pool. So early bird entries, they have now closed. So what you need to do, you need to run hard, soak harder, and jump into the entries. These are at southislandhalfmarathon.co.nz. We are already up 51% on what we were this time last year. And if I looked at what we were 2 years ago, it's about 71% of where it's up. So numbers are going to be limited. We're looking at 1,000 for this. If we can squeeze it out to 1,200, we will for you. But recommendation is get your entry in now. So this is at southislandhalfmarathon.co.nz. Then we have coming up on September the 28th, it is the Avon City Ford Muddy Good Runs event out at Mandeville. This one here, we're doing a big fundraiser. We want to try and help every school in Canterbury out here. So if you're a parent and you haven't heard anything from your school about this fundraiser, make sure you hit up the school principals. They've all been emailed out to about, we will pay 10% of every entry fee that gets made through the school's code. Every school can get a code for Muddy Good Run, and you share this code amongst all the school or whoever wish to, and anyone who enters that code, when they register, the school will receive 10%. So if somebody enters the adults category and it's $59, there's $5.90 will go back to the school just for entering. If a family enters, and say a family enters and there could be 2 or 3 kids with it, it might cost $150. Well, this $15 goes back to the school. We're also giving out 3 hardship spots for any one of those schools that are registered to a child who may not have the ability, or the parents may not have the ability for them to register and do on the event. That is there as well. So we want to support all the schools, all the kids, and everybody out there to get some benefit from doing Muddy Good Run. So it's a great fundraiser where you can earn 10% of everything for your school, for everybody who enters into it, and you have a hell of a good time in the mud. So I can't think of anything better than what you can do. And just on a side, if any club or scouts group or gym or anybody wishes to get the benefits of that 10%, they can also register by clicking on the promote button on any of our events, and you can receive 10% back to your club or scouts group or whoever by doing that, by using that promote button on any of our events. So it's a simple way: promote the event and earn. Have some hell of a good time in the events, whether it's mud or whether it's colour or whatever it is that is there. And if you're after any merchandise at all, we have our memorabilia T-shirts, which you can purchase for any of our events. They're $44.95. We have an array of other merchandise. We have cycling tops that can be purchased as well for the name of the events. We have all sorts of other things. It's all through done on our shop at Shopify. You just click on the shop on the website that you're at. It'll take you to the shop. Have a good look around. There's all sorts of safety stuff out there as well, and there's cups and drink bottles and things that you can grab hold of and make sure that you are safe with slap bands and being seen in the night, all this sort of reflective stuff. So it's all there for your safety. We also have withdrawal cover when you enter an event. There's no questions asked whatsoever, and you get a full refund of your entry fee up to 96 hours before the event. So say you get injured or anything like that and you can't do the event and it's still 96 hours before the event, you just send us an email and say you're withdrawing and you've purchased the withdrawal insurance. We repay you that way there. We have cancellation insurance. If ever CJM'S we cancel an event, the cover will be paid out. That we had to cancel last year because of the weather forecast for like Ride the Rakaia. All those people who purchased the cancellation cover, they were repaid in full. There's a couple of people who come over from Australia. Before they came, they purchased it. They arrived over here. Well, we had to announce the event was closed just prior to the event, and they still came over for a holiday. They had a biking holiday for 2 weeks, which they had a great time. But naturally disappointed not doing the race, but they still had the cycling tops and all the other gear and that they purchased and rode around the countryside wearing those, which was great. But any of those things, just make sure it is there to protect you as well. So coming up, just a quick fire through for you. We've got the Canterbury Duathlon Series, 8th of June, Bridge to Bridge Ultra, 14th of June, Bridge to Bridge Mountain Bike Race, 15th of June, South Island Half Marathon, August 3rd, Pawsome Run. Charlie's our cavoodle dog. He's the ambassador for that on September 7th at the Canterbury AMP Park. You want to that's some really good fun. If you've got a dog, get into that. Muddy Good Run, 28th of September. Ride the Rakaia, 26th of October. That's Labour Weekend. Ride the Wilderness, the 15th of June, Canterbury Anniversary Weekend. Colour Zone Run, the 23rd of November. Bridge to Bridge on the South Bank on the 7th of December. Canterbury Half Marathon on the 14th of December, and Christmas Day on the 25th of December. That one's not our event, but I'm sure, like everyone else, we will enjoy it just like you will as well. So if you have any queries whatsoever, email me at john@cjmsevents.co.nz, or you can call me or text me on 027 226 7769. And just remember, your future self is begging current you to click enter. Don't ghost them. Eject that inner critic. Confidence starts with a completed registration form and free race plan. No excuses. Just finish like a fireworks. Okay, so get out there, smash it, and just have a great time. Okay, we'll see you on the start line. Cheers, John.